Alright, welcome in here everybody. Thanks so much for stopping by once again as I'm back for the Join in Progress here, play-by-play for the second stream right now today. Looks like Texas Tech is out to a 5-point lead in this one through the first almost 4 minutes so far in this game as Baylor going left to right with the basketball at their home court in this one. They just floated up, missed it, got the offensive rebound, and they missed that one, but they get the tip in. So they put it back to a 3-point game as we welcome you guys back in here. I don't know anymore. Welcome in here. Ant, thanks so much for stopping by. Ryan, hello once again. Jason, hey, welcome in here, Jason. Thanks so much for stopping by. I don't know anymore with a scoreboard update. Wow, the Miami Heat up by 11 against the Bucks. 1 minute left to go in the third quarter there. Heat looking good tonight. Ball tipped in the key, deflected, stolen away by Baylor. Baylor with the basketball, numbers and fast break transition. And they jam it down with a two-handed slam. Bears rallying with a pass. 4 points right there off the steal and jam by Davian Mitchell. Texas Tech with the basketball right back. Dribbles past the half-court logo as this is TJ Holyfield. With the basketball now for Texas Tech. Moves it over to the right wing perimeter. Ramsey swings it back out to Holyfield, who passes now to Edwards. Edwards with the basketball. Hey, welcome in, Sports Drama. Thanks so much for stopping by. Yeah, you guys crushed NC State there, poured it on in the second half. Baylor lost to TCU, so Jason put out, go Kansas all the way here. Texas Tech leads 8-7 as we go into a TV timeout during this game. Texas Tech super duper desperate, though, as they are right now looking like more like they're on the 10 line or so for Texas Tech. Who do I think is going to win this game? I'm going to go Baylor in this one in their home court. So I'll go Baylor. Texas Tech coming off back-to-back losses, though. Looking desperate. They're all the way back. Projections in the bracket have them as like a 10 seed or so for Texas Tech. Yeah, Duke just destroyed NC State in the last game, 88-69. Just rolling right all over them as we're joining this game in progress. Hey, welcome in there, Ken. Thanks so much for stopping by, man. If anybody's new here, first timer on the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub. Big thank you to all who just watched the last stream, as Duke destroyed NC State during the second half. Getting into this one so far, 5 points by Jared Butler out of the 7 for Baylor. 2 points off that slam jam and transition by Davian Mitchell of the Baylor Bears. For Texas Tech, leading the scoring, 6 points by Jamias Ramsey. That's their go-to guy in this one for Jamias Ramsey. He's got 6 so far. And it looks like this, the percentages. Yikes for Baylor to start out 3 for 9 shooting from the court, 33%. Texas Tech at 50%. Much better than a week ago when I called them. And they were just stone cold when they called that Oklahoma game. Hey, welcome in here, Lex. Thanks so much for stopping by here again. She likes Baylor in this one. Dee Dee putting out the basketball emojis. Welcome back in, Dee Dee, again. How do you get a mod? Just keep on coming back. Couple more streams. Yeah, you've been on the channel for a while, so thanks so much for asking. Just keep on coming back. A few more streams for Sports Drama, Lexi, and also Ants. You three have been working really well at it. So when we get to tournament time, I'm definitely looking for more blue wrenches. So keep on coming back, and then during tournament time, like when we get there, 2.5, 3 weeks from now or so, I'll hit you guys up on one. Who do I think is going to win the national title? I think Kansas will be there in the national title. Right now, I'm liking how red hot Kentucky is. I've got Kentucky right now to win the title. They are on a mission for Kentucky, and they got... I can't believe they were seeded as a 3. If they keep on underseeding them, the committee, I think Kentucky's got something to prove. And they're going to prove out to the committee that they want to win it. And they are just red hot. Like, whatever happened, like, back in November against Evansville, that's only the second game of the season. Like, they have progressed so much. And the chemistry has just built so much throughout the season there. And when it comes down to free throws, that's when Kentucky's able to just put it on right there. Incredible free throw shooting team. And the third quarter, Miami up against the Bucks, 81-70. Wow. So Miami Heat came to play today, leading by 11. Goran Dragic with a buzzer beater to end the third. Wow. Thanks so much for the update. I don't know anymore, man. DD putting out, since been thinking about this for a while, how do I think the team's newcomers are going to be to handle the pressure and marathon of the tournaments? Means that it's grueling there. Ooh, newcomer teams. That could be tough to sustain. I think there's going to be a bunch of upsets in the tournament. I feel like. A lot of like 13-4 upsets going down. Baylor just missed a shot, rebound by Texas Tech. Conference tournament is going to be interesting because a lot of those teams are playing like 4 games in like 4 days, I think, for a conference tournament game as well. And that's when the wheels can run off. It all depends on who plays the best basketball in the month of March. Massive block in the low post by Baylor. Texas Tech with the basketball right back. Yes, I did see Cassius Stanley's crazy dunk. I did call that game. I called that game right before this one. Yeah, that's what's hurting them is Evansville is yet to win a conference game. Their men's team and also their women's team, I found out, is yet to win a conference game. But that shouldn't even matter. It's only the second game of the season. Baylor just missed a 3-point shot. Texas Tech with the basketball with Chris Clark, and he bangs right into Matthew Mayer. Mayer commits the charge, and the ball goes right back to Baylor. 13:50 left to go on the clock. So I'm going to go with Baylor in this game. I will go with Baylor in this game because if Texas Tech keeps on losing, well, there goes another team down the bubble. One of my streams tomorrow, I think it's Penn State against Michigan State, and then Kentucky, Tennessee. I think those are the 2 streams. So Penn State, Michigan State, Kentucky, Tennessee tomorrow. I think those are the 2 ESPN ones. Yep, Duke is 24-6 right now. NC State just fell down to 18-12, and they're 9-10 in the conference also. So NC State is basically like the last team like away, like on the wrong side of the bubble. First team away from the bubble. Hey, welcome in here, Alex. Thanks so much for stopping by. If anybody's new here, first timer on the channel, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub as I call play-by-play basketball. 8-7 the score. Baylor with the ball. Dribbles past the half-court logo. Passes now, right baseline. Moves it to the left corner perimeter for the Bears. Yeah, that's it. They only have 9 wins, and I think they're like 0-17 in the conference for Evansville. They move it over to the right corner. 3 ball in the air. Baylor's got it. Drains down the right corner 3, and the Bears on top 10-8. Do I think the Cubs can win their division? I think it's going to be tight. Possibly. I would say the Reds would probably be the toughest opponent that they're going to have to compete against in the division. Left corner 3 going down right there by Texas Tech by Jamias Ramsey. Having himself a big game. He's got 9 points out of the 11 so far by the Red Raiders. It's 11-10. Baylor now with the ball. 13 minutes left to go before halftime. Bears dribble past the half-court logo. Now they make their move to the left double. Swings it back out to Mayer. Mayer takes a 3. No good. Off the mark. Rattled out. Rebounds offensively by Baylor. Deep 3 here. Top of the key. Off the mark again. Rattled out. Rebound by Chris Clark at Texas Tech. Red Raiders with the basketball. Hey, thank you so much, Sports Trauma, my man. I appreciate it. They move it back to the top. Hey, welcome in, Micah Biggers. Thanks so much for stopping by here. Passing it back over. Shot fake. Moving it out to the left corner to Moretti. The Italian Stallion. Left baseline dribble. Takes the jumper. He's got it. Davide Moretti. 2 points right there for Texas Tech. Puts it 13-10. 12:15 left to go in the first half. This one should be a good one here, folks. Baylor in their home court. They get the ball. Baylor ran into a loss against TCU by 3. All the losses, by the way, 3 losses this season, all by 3 points by Baylor. And speaking of threes right there, Baylor almost took one. It's going to be a deep 2, though, by Davian Mitchell. Deep 2, drills it down. It's a 1-point game. It went from being 3-2. So, yeah, Baylor lost second game of the season, lost in Alaska against Washington by 3, 67-64. Lost against Kansas a couple weekends ago by 3, 64-61. And then also lost at TCU on Saturday by 3, 75-72. So we have a timeout right now taken on the floor. 13-12 is the score of this one. And a good one so far. 11:45 left to go in the first half, everybody. Make sure to keep on smashing the thumbs up here. Hit the subscribe button if you enjoy what I do. I call play-by-play basketball on the channel. Yeah, Evansville is 9-22. Yeah, Duke at number 12. That number is way too high when I saw it today as well. And as a 3, I thought maybe that they would get pushed to a 4. And I have no clue how Kentucky is still a 3 and not a 2. Hey, welcome in, Eric Willie. Thanks so much for stopping by here on the channel. I appreciate it. Goran Dragic has scored the last 11 points for Miami. That man, he's on a tear right now for I don't know anymore his Heat. Yeah, make sure to keep on supporting your team, Sports Drama. Awesome, awesome, man. I was going through a rough time yesterday with that, but always, never lose faith, guys. Never lose faith in your team. By the way, I'm a fan for college basketball of Providence and Rhode Island, and a complete 180 between both of the teams this season. Providence had gone in conference play with a 7-6 record. They had lost a terrible game against Long Beach State, who now I think has a record of like 10-20 or something. They lost against Long Beach State, lost against Pennsylvania from the Ivy League, lost against Charleston from the Colonial Conference, and somehow, some way, Ed Cooley, he deserves to be Big East Coach of the Year, possibly even college basketball Coach of the Year for Ed Cooley, because what he's done, it's incredible to turn it around. Him at Providence College. Also, Mick Cronin at UCLA. Mick Cronin and UCLA, early in non-conference play, they lost to Cal State Northridge. And then they just got better and better and better. They had a terrible time in January in conference play. And then they just flipped the switch, and now they're just on complete fire. Number 1 in the Pac-12. So talk about you're never done in college basketball. Those two teams, Providence and UCLA, are great examples of how this college basketball season is a marathon. And if I can use it to the flip side here, I can use it with Rhode Island as a flip side, because I'm a fan of Rhode Island too. And I feel like they peaked too fast. They got on a 10-game winning streak a few weeks ago. And then they lost to Dayton. That was their first loss off the 10-game winning streak. And then after that, they've won one, lost one, won one, lost one. And then yesterday, had the chance to go to the game against St. Louis. And before you know it, just like that, in the blink of an eye, they were losing 11-0 in the first 4 minutes of action. And they never got closer as much as 5 points in that game, and they lost. They lost by 10 points against St. Louis. So it's unfortunate. They're on the wrong side of the bubble now, which is painful. I wish I could be seeing like a lot of these teams from New England make the tournament, but there's not going to be a chance. Probably a slim chance of that happening. 84-75. Heat are up now. 9-point lead against the Bucks. We're back to action. 11:40 left to go. Inside, dribble jive. Baylor puts it up and in off the backboard for 2 more. These are like, I do not like these jerseys that Baylor is wearing. I am not a fan of these. You can't even tell like what the numbers are. It's gray jerseys with a lime green outline with like a bright yellow number in letter. It's a weird jersey. Texas Tech with the basketball. Right baseline dribble. Moretti. Bounce pass, low post, swings it back outside to the left wing perimeter. 3 ball in the air off the back iron. No good. Rebound by Baylor. Baylor has it past the half-court logo. Into the hands of Butler. Bursts the speed inside. Jared Butler, left baseline dribble. Moves it out now to the right wing. They pass it into the key ball. Tip deflected. Stolen away now by Texas Tech. McCullough has it. Bursts the speed inside. Ball tipped out of bounds. Diving forward for it was Baylor, and it goes out of bounds by Davian Mitchell, I think. Stops the clock with 10:53. Indeed, this chat is growing, everybody. You should have saw it on Saturday night, Lex. We had over 100 people in the chat for the overtime of Celtics versus Rockets. It was awesome. 14-13, 10:50 left to go in the first half. Ooh, jeez. Oh my gosh. 6 people now? Jeez, man. Prayers. I know Washington State's getting hammered. They closed school in Rhode Island at St. Ray's in Pawtucket for a full week because one of the members of the faculty came back from Italy as Texas Tech throws the basketball away. It goes out of bounds. But one of the people was like a faculty member at the school, and they have to close down the school now for a full week. Baylor gets the inbound, 1 point, Bears lead. Another time, Lex, because it's in the other room. right now. I did show it to everybody during the night stream though, so that was pretty fun. I showed it yesterday. I showed it on Saturday during the Celtics Rockets stream. If you replay that video, the Celtics Rockets one, kind of go towards the end of it, you'll see the tortoise there. Ohio State has won 8 of 10. Yeah, they've been doing much better now for Ohio State compared to what was going on during kind of like when they started out conference play. But they are surging as well. Michigan had a lot of problems, and then Michigan has been getting better also. But they did lose against Wisconsin when they called them a week ago. Right corner three off the mark, no good by Baylor. Rebound by Texas Tech. And there'll be a rebounding foul as well. It's going to be by Matthew Mayer of Baylor on his... Or no, it's going to be by Chris Clark here. As Mayer was going up for the basketball. Ref sorted out. And it goes back to Texas Tech, actually. So Texas Tech with the basketball. All right, 10:20 left to go in the first half. 1-point game. Red Raiders with it. So they called it on Mayer on the foul, battling for the rebound by Clark. Red Raiders have it into the hands of Holyfield. Right baseline with the basketball for TJ Holyfield. Swings it back to the left corner. Ball tip. Deflected out of bounds. Off the fingertips of Terrence Shannon. And Texas Tech will get it right back with 10:09 on the clock. Turnover number 6 tonight for the Red Raiders now. Baylor with the ball. Baylor with 5 turnovers. We're halfway through the first half. Bears with the ball with Mayer at the right wing. Mayer passes back to the top here to Mitchell. Moves it over now to the left wing for the Bears. Baylor with the basketball. Butler moves it inside. Ball tipped, deflected in the key, and stolen here by Clark of Texas Tech. Push it up the court. 3 in transition. Moretti off the mark. No good. They try to get the tip, and they do. Floating right in there for 2. That is Avery Benson for Texas Tech. 1 point Red Raider lead. 15-14, 9.5 left to go. They have it now top of the key. Baylor with the basketball moves it over left wing perimeter. Shot fake by the Bears. Bandu will move it now inside the low post. Baylor floats it up. Off the back iron, no good. Ripped away in the boards here by Texas Tech. Clark with a rebound. Clark with a burst of speed at the top of the key. Hands it off to Moretti. Moretti with the basketball. Davide Moretti guarded by Mayer. Bounce pass over to the right elbow. Clark swings it back over. Benson. Nice pass over to Holyfield. Left baseline. He's got it on a jumper. 17-14. Super Tuesday is like when you can do like voting for your candidates on Super Tuesday for like preliminary polls. That's what I think that's what they call it or so for Super Tuesday. Yep, those turtles are faster than you think when they're chasing a bug. Oh yeah, for sure, especially Spike, the painted turtle that we had. It's actually funny, Jack, that you brought that up, because after the stream happened, we let Spike roam around the room that I streamed out on Saturday night, the living room, and he ended up underneath the couch that I streamed from. He ended up underneath the couch, and it took us like a half an hour to get him out underneath the couch because he was stuck, and we had to get a flashlight to see where he was. So we were trying to see where he was and everything. 3-point lead now, Baylor. We almost lost them. 3 ball in the air, the Bears hit it. Tied game 17. 8:20 left to go in the first half. This is a good one so far. Texas Tech able to hit shots early, which it's unlike the last game I called against them a week ago against Oklahoma. Only shot the ball from 33% from the floor. Texas Tech has it. Baseline bounce pass, low post, shot fake, puts it up, and it goes in, up and in off the glass by Nadalny for 2. And it's back to a 2-point Red Raider lead. 8 minutes left to go here before halftime. Baylor now with the ball. Moves it around the perimeter to the left wing. Handoff now to Mitchell. Mitchell back to the top of the key. As he is guarded by McCullough. Passes over left wing over to Butler. Butler with the ball for Baylor here with 7:40 on the clock, 10 on the shot clock. Passes. Right corner. Almost missed that, but Matthew Mayer able to jump up, grab it. Spin move. Right baseline. Mayer floats it back out to the top of the key. Oh, deep 3 from the Bear logo. Oh, they got it. Massive 3-point shot right there. Falling down by Jared Butler of Baylor, and they take the 1-point lead. 7:20 left to go. It's like a 26-footer that he just drained down. Texas Tech has it. Right wing, McCullough looking to pass it back to the top here. Dribble drive. Inside Ramsey. Moves it over now to the right wing. Benson hands it off now to Nadalny. Nadalny Right baseline dribble. Oh, he got stripped of the basketball. Baylor, too good defensively in that possession. Here goes the Bears. Numbers. Nice job. Transition. Mayer missed the layup, and he knew it when it left his hands. Rebound by Texas Tech. Red Raiders moving now to Ramsey. Ramsey dribbles at the left wing. Takes a three up in the air. Off the mark, no good. Baylor gets the ball. 6:45 left to go. It's back and forth here. 20-19 and a good one. Hey, there we go. Lex saw the tortoise on my stream. Awesome, awesome. Glad that you're able to see the tortoise. Everybody loved it. Except for the one person that was unfortunate what he put about the tortoise in the stream. I couldn't believe what he said. That was awful. 6:31 left to go in the first half. Timeout now. On the floor here for a TV timeout. We'll get back to action here in a matter of moments. So let's see here. Leading scores tonight. Jamias Ramsey for Texas Tech came to play in this one. 9 points by Ramsey. And then everybody else with 2 points so far. McCullough, Moretti, Holyfield, Benson, and Adalny with 2 points for Baylor. We got 8 points by Jared Butler. He had a massive three-point shot just a moment ago. Massive, massive three-point shot. 8 points by Butler. 4 points by Davian Mitchell. Then 3 by Bandu and Mayer off the bench. Yeah, that was the guy, Ant was, yeah, Ant put it out, that's correct. That was the guy that said that he wanted to see me stab my tortoise to death, and then I think he said he wanted me to eat it. And, that was weird because that guy is subscribed over to the channel. That guy is, one of the Celtics fans that subscribed over to the channel. I couldn't believe what he said. Like, oof. That was a big oof. That was, very weird. Yeah, I'll check out the comment here. Oh, there we go. I'll give that a heart. Thank you so much, Lex. I appreciate it. Yeah, Duke took the dub, my man Primetime. Thanks so much for stopping by here again. Yeah, I was like, what in the world was that guy even doing? He's one of the subscribers to the channel too. He joined in during the first stream today too. He usually comes for all the Celtics games, but that was weird. I think he's like an older dude too. I don't know how old, like 20s or 30s or 40s, but like I was like, what? But I'm pretty sure he's an adult. Let's see here. Miami Heat leading 90-79. Wow. Looking good for, I don't know anymore's Miami Heat today. So glad to see here. We got a Baylor fan on the channel. Thanks so much, Eric Willie, for stopping by, finding my stream. I appreciate here for being a part. If you guys are a first timer on the channel, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub here. I call play-by-play basketball. I'm behind New York Basketball on YouTube. Yes, I showed, he's not really that much bigger. It's the black painted turtle that I showed. But they're kind of like basically, like, kind of like the same size, I would say. But the tortoise was like 5 years ago when he was, first born. The tortoise was like a baby when we first got him. He was like the size of like a quarter. He was so small. He's grown now basically, I think he's, like, has grown, like, almost as big as he can possibly be, I think. He's only gonna be like a small tortoise, but the painted turtle, he's got a flat shell. He's, I think, like just a little bit bigger than him. He's got a longer neck. That is one thing for sure. Baylor goes inside and they get fouled, so the clock stops. 6:22 left to go as we get back into this game right now. Yep, he was definitely high on something during that stream. Yeah, looks like the Bucks are going to take their 9th L. It looks like right now. First shot's up. First shot's good. At the line by the Bears. They lead by 2. Flo Thamba. He's only 56% at the line. He hit that one. Second shot coming up for Flo Thamba at the free throw line. And he hits both of them. Solid for the 56% free throw shooter. It's a 3-point lead now by Baylor. 6:20 left to go in the first half. Texas Tech with the basketball. The Red Raiders have it at the top of the key. Ooh, George Hill down for the Bucks. He's like the leading three-point shooter, I think, of the league. That's a big oof there if he is down. If that's anything serious. Off the backdoor cut, Chris Clark with an assist. Bounce pass into the key right there, and they lay it up and in for 2 by Jamias Ramsey. 1-point game, under 6 left to go. Baylor now with the ball. Burst of speed inside. Floats it up and hits. Gets rejected by the rim. Short, no good. Rebound here by Texas Tech. Clark moves over to Ramsey. Passes left corner. Open 3. In the air. Splash. Davide Moretti hits it for the triple. The Italian stallion right there for Texas Tech. Drains it down with 5:30 left to go. Back and forth. Here we go. 24-22. Baylor with the ball. Moves it over for the Bears at the top of the key. And now they hand off over to Tristan Clark. Clark now. Back over to Mitchell. Mitchell with the basketball. At the top of the key. Dribble drive inside. Low post. Banks it up and in off the backboard. Baylor with 2. Tie game at 44. Jared Butler, he's got 10 points right now as we approach that 5-minute mark left to go. Moretti, he just hit a 3. He's got the basketball. Bounce pass over to Clark. Clark has been big in this game so far. Clark hands it off to Moretti. Moretti makes his move into the key here. Looking to pass it back. Does. Moves it. Catch and shoot 3. It's off the mark. No good by Texas Tech. Rebounds by Baylor here. Baylor with the ball. 4:45 left to go. Takes a 3 jumper right there off the mark. They get the offensive board. Mitchell has it now. Dribbles inside. Davian Mitchell to the left elbow. Dribbles back to the left wing. Baylor with it. Left baseline dribble now. Low post. Swings it inside the key. And that ball tipped. Deflected. Stolen by Chris Clark at Texas Tech. Red Raiders with the ball. 4:25 left to go. Moretti going to stop here at the left wing. Moves it now to Clark over to the top. Clark hands it off to Ramsey. Ramsey makes his move inside. Floats it up. He's got it for 2. It's a good one so far. Back and forth here, everybody. Man, I'm sorry to hear that. He's in a lot of pain with George Hill. That's not good. Hey, thank you so much, Eric. I appreciate it. He's going to check in every now and then. Awesome, my man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for finding my channel, by the way. Baylor puts up the jumper. They got it. 2 more. It's going back and forth between these two teams. Masio Teague, he's got 4 points right now. It's tough to call these Baylor players on the court because you can't tell what number they are. They got a lime green. It's like a lime green outline on a gray uniform with green numbers. Which I've never seen Baylor wear this uniform before. They've worn all different combinations this season. They wore the gold one with the green numbers and letters for the last game. I've seen them in the green jerseys a couple of times. I think I've called them in the green jerseys. Called them in the white as well. 3:10 left to go. Hey, welcome in Vaughn over on Sportscaster. Wow, it's going to be Miami's game, 96-79. Missed 3-point shot by Baylor. Texas Tech gets a rebound, goes inside, lays it up and in. It's 28-26. So we're under 3 minutes left to go. I should get a huge tortoise. I've seen some of those, like, massive. They live in, like, the sandbox, how big they are. Baylor with a steal, going coast to coast. They missed the layup, though. Blocked from behind, and it goes out of bounds. Touched out by Texas Tech. So Baylor will get it right back here with 2:43 left to go. As we're going to go on a TV timeout right now. I've seen, like, those massive tortoises, like, go into, like, sandboxes and stuff at some of the places. I should get a cat, Ryan puts. I used to have a cat. That was back when I was in elementary school. I think when I was like 9 or 10 years old, we used to have a cat. And then, unfortunately, the cat ran away. I guess you get scared away during like a thunderstorm one day, and we never found him again. It was so sad. But we called the cat Oki. It was sad. Which I have no clue, but I wonder if we named him after Oakhurst milk. I don't know. But we called him Oki. That was the cat's name. 10-zip scoring run by the Heat. Wow. 96 to 80 now with 3:42 left to go. So, looks like Miami, if they can close it out, looks like they should be able to 16 minutes left a 16-point game remaining in the final 4 minutes. They should be able to get the W there. And hand Milwaukee another L. Oh, Lexi loves my tortoise Chester Tops. He's a good boy. Yes, I did see my comment. I put a heart to it, Lex. Do I think if Baylor loses, will it affect them? I'll say probably not in the AP. I don't think they're gonna move like that far back in the AP. Let's see. It'll only be their 4th loss. That's the only thing. So probably not. Maybe like 1 spot, but that is it. Most likely. It all depends on San Diego State, what happens to them. And that UNLV team, I was looking at Andy Katz's Power 36. I was like, what? This team has a 17 and 14 ranking. And he just threw UNLV there as the final team in the Power 36. What seed do I think Louisville will be? I'm going to go with number 4. So I'll go with a 4 seed for Louisville, most likely. Oh, jeez. Ant pointed out, has seen a cat survive a hurricane. All his hair got ripped off his body somehow. Oh, man, the poor cat. Yeah, Primetime pointed out, Baylor loses, I'll put them into a share of getting a share with Kansas for the Big 12 regular season title, but Kansas here. Let's see. Kansas in conference play. Yeah, they only lost to Baylor in conference play. That's the only thing. Yeah, Villanova's the one I was losing. So actually, yeah, if Baylor loses, Kansas is already in sole possession of first because they're 15-1 in the conference. So if Baylor loses, Kansas already gets it because they're already 15-1. And Baylor right now is 14-2 since they lost against TCU, and then Kansas the second time around when they took them on. So if Baylor loses today, Kansas already wins the title. So 28-26, 2:43 left to go. Yeah, I heard at the start of that game Udoka was hurt. He came in and played back later in the second half. I didn't check up to see if there was anything about that later on. I'm going to take a look at that right now and see. Oh, okay. So I just saw an article. It said, yeah, he had the ankle injury in the first half. It's going to be questionable for senior night, looks like. I guess he's questionable for senior night for Udoka, but this article being published yesterday, it said that it's titled Bill Self Expects Udoka Azubuike to be fine. So it looks like head coach Bill Self thinks that he's going to be fine after his injury scare. That's according to 247 Sports, though. Oh, he got hurt late again in the game. Ooh, jeez. Yikes. Never want to re-injure yourself what already has happened early. That would be a major loss if he can't play in the next game for Kansas. That would be major. 28-26 now. We're back to action. Baylor lobs it over the left baseline. They pass it inside the backdoor cut over to Mayer. Mayer banks it up and in. This game's tied up at 28. Yep, looks like Heat's going home with a W tonight for sure. Mayer with 5 points right now. Texas Tech with it into the hands of Moretti. Bam with a slam. They move it over now to the right wing perimeter. Scoring leaders right now for Texas Tech. Ramsey's got 11. What an improvement. From the last game I called, he had 0 against Oklahoma. Clark passing. Right corner shot fake here. McCullough passes over to the left baseline. Edwards swings it back out to the right wing. They take a deep 2. McCullough. No good, and it's going to be offensive anyway. Offensive foul by Texas Tech. So Baylor will get it back right there as McCullough pushed off to clear space. And the Bears will have 141 to operate. Yeah, very well. And if Azubuike's not back for the Texas Tech game, Texas Tech could very well win that game because they struggled against Kansas State. And that's a major problem when they could barely pull it out against the worst team in their conference. They've only got 9 wins. Baylor has it at the top of the key with Mayer. 1:20 left to go in the first half. Mayer swings it over to the left wing now. Baylor. Left baseline dribble. Puts it up, and they get fouled. So 2 shots going at the free throw line here. What a game, though, for the Miami Heat tonight. 105-89. In the final 20 seconds left to go. But COT going to the free throw line shooting 2. Teague's first shot. He drills it. Yep, Miami Heat get the W. Second shot's up. That one's through by Teague. Puts it to a 2-point Baylor lead. Texas Tech now with the ball. This has been a good one so far to call here. With the final minute 10 left to go before half. They have it now into the hands of Ramsey. Passes back out to the top. Now to Edwards. Edwards, dribble, drive, left double. Bounce pass inside, but it's taken away, stolen by Mayer. Moretti trying to dive right after that. Couldn't come up with it. Mayer with the basketball. Takes it past half court here on the dribble. Swings it back. Ooh, he thought about swinging it back over instead. He faked everybody out. Took a 3, but it hits the front rim short. Oh, gets the offensive rebound. Oh, my goodness, what a block. That was nasty right there. Massive spot to the first row of the seats by Terrence Shannon, out of bounds by Texas Tech. And Baylor gets the inbounds in their front court. Massive, massive spot as Baylor tried to put up the shot right underneath their basket. Shannon just came in, swatted that one right into the first row. So we got 45 seconds left to go before half. Looks like we're going to go on a timeout here, taken by the Red Raiders. So Chris Beard elects to take a timeout now for Texas Tech. We'll get right back over to break after these messages. So Shannon gets a block. Looks like Russell Tachua, he has got a block as well. Oh, Selection Sunday is on CBS. I didn't know that. I thought it was on TBS. I'll have to see there if it's on CBS. I would do it if it's on CBS since I'm able to get that. If it's on TBS though, I'd have to see because I actually don't have cable here. That I would have to see if they're putting it on the March Madness live thing, because I don't know if they do that. I know they do for the games, but they only do like 3 hours off like a laptop or like a tablet. You can do March Madness live. Let's see, Selection Sunday 2020. Oh, 5 hours ago they updated it. Maybe they switched the network, because they had said like a week ago it would be on TBS. Oh, dude, it's on CBS. Yeah, I can definitely do that for you guys. So they must have just switched it. They switched it, because I remember last week they said that it was on TBS. CBS will broadcast the selection show at 6 p.m. Okay, so they just completely switched everything. I guess people complained that it was on TBS or something. I don't know. The final is on TBS. So yeah, I should be able to do that for you guys. So we're back to action here. 30-28 to score. 17 seconds left to go in the first half. Moves it out. Free throw circle jumper in the air. Texas Tech hits it. Ties it up with Shannon's too. It's 30 even. 30-30. 6 seconds left to go before halftime. Baylor with the basketball. Dribbles past the half-court logo. At the free throw circle. Almost slipped with 1 second right hand. Couldn't finish though. Off the side of the rim by Mitchell. No good. We go up. Look at that. Tied up at 30 at halftime here. 30-30. We're at halftime and a good one. Back and forth, back and forth. This is a good basketball game between these two teams. Very well even right now, so we'll go into the half as we take a break here on the stream. But yeah, this is awesome. So it's on CBS, which is great, because I remember I checked that out like a week ago and it said TBS. So that helps me out a ton. So it's not like I need to get a laptop and put it on like the March Madness like app or so to see if I can scramble and pick that up. So that's good that I'm able to just have CBS up after the Big Ten title game and just put it on there. Prime Time is a Kansas fan because he grew up watching Kansas basketball. Cool, man. Friday, Prime Time will be doing Lakers-Bucks game. Awesome. Oh, will I be doing Lakers-Bucks game? I don't think so, because I don't think it's on the channel I have. Let's see. I think usually I do eat the NBA on Fridays for ESPN, since that's what they have, but I think it's another game. I'm just gonna check the schedule. I think it's Miami versus Pelicans. Yeah, I'm gonna do Miami versus Pelicans, because that game is the earlier one. Yeah, Milwaukee Lakers is the late one. I usually do the earlier one, the 8 p.m., since I go to bed earlier. If I was out in California, it would be different, but I'm from Massachusetts here. So by the time the 10:30 game starts, it's like 1 a.m. where I am, or so. So I always take the 8 o'clock games. So yeah, it looks like Friday will be Heat versus Pelicans, which it was supposed to be Celtics Jazz, but unfortunately Celtics got flexed out of there so they could put on more Zion games. Ooh, could Dayton take Baylor's 1 seed if Baylor loses? It's all gonna depend. I'd have to say it all depends on what happens on Wednesday nights, depending on how well Dayton plays. If Dayton comes out and crushes Rhode Island in that game, and then that's, I would say if Baylor slips up tonight, I would still like them to be the number 1. But if Dayton comes on and like beats Rhode Island by like a good margin, probably something like they have like a commanding lead or so, anything from like 15 plus for Dayton in that game. I would go Dayton to get the 1 if they're able to do so. Yeah, I think Baylor and Dayton won't be in the same region. Primetime is putting here. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be interesting to see where they go here. I don't think they're gonna put them in the same region. Same as Kansas. I was shocked that they put Baylor and Kansas in the same region. Yep. Ant wants URI to win low key. That would be a incredible win for URI. Cause it seems like everything has just gone downhill. Like they don't even like. It seems like when I went to see them yesterday in that game, it seemed like their team just didn't want to play in the tournaments. They came out so flat. Like that wasn't their team. Like they're injured. Like hopefully that they'll able to come back and just be able to just like do something here. Just do their magic like they did in the 10-game win streak. Because they are like obviously they are hurt. Like a lot of those players in the starting lineup are in pain. But actually, I think St. Louis's defense is better than Dayton's, and that could help Rhode Island in this game. It could very well, because they never had taken on St. Louis before, and that team has got a pretty good defense. They were a good matchup for Dayton, and the Flyers beat them by 1 the first time. They beat them on the buzzer beater. Five-star recruit, so my man AJ Griffin is prime time here. Awesome, man. That is incredible. Ooh, just saw an article here. It said, NBA prepping coronavirus strategy, memo says. This is called, this is the top headline on the right side of ESPN. NBA players should utilize fist bumps over high fives with fans and avoid taking items like pens, balls, jerseys to autograph. Yeah, there's a whole thing on that the past couple days. Especially the Portland Trail Blazers, because that's where the problem area is, like Washington, Oregon. Wichita State came back by 24 points. Wow, that's insane. There's been a ton of comebacks this season. That's huge for Wichita State because they were on the bubble. Massive, massive comeback. It's a massive comeback. So we go into halftime looking like this. Jamias Ramsey with 11 points leads the way for Texas Tech. For Baylor, 10 points by Jared Butler so far. That's incredible. So I just brought up your profile, AJ. That is insane, my man. So he took Duke over what ESPN lists like a ton of schools over here. Wow, man. So Duke over Auburn, Kansas, Kentucky, Maryland, Michigan, Seton Hall, UCLA, UConn, Vanderbilt, and Villanova. Damn, bro. That is incredible. I can't wait until you play. Like this is an honor to have you drop into my streams and stuff like that. Like able to find my streams. Like that is awesome. Just to have like somebody from like Duke that's gonna commit there to play college basketball, able to find my streams. That's incredible. That is awesome. Oh man. Yeah, for Kentucky next year, they're bringing in a solid recruiting class. I was taking a look at their recruits, and one of them comes from Brewster Academy here. His name is Terrence Clark, number 8 overall recruit according to ESPN, the top 100 for the 2020 class. Terrence Clark from Brewster Academy. I've got a summer house right up there in New Hampshire, like right down the road from Brewster Academy. We go by it all the time. That's a national powerhouse for prep school basketball. It's been like that really recently since the mid 2000s. It's crazy, like how like Wolfboro, a small town, population of 6,000, sitting on Lake Winnipesaukee in New Hampshire, just generates. They only got like 300, 400 students at the school. It's a boarding school, but how it generates like all these big time recruits. Donovan Mitchell went there. He played his prep school ball there. It's awesome how things can just go through something like that. It's such a small world. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting next year. Oklahoma State should be really good. If Cade Cunningham, and he's coming in the number 3 recruit for next season, and I think they're going to return a lot of their starting lineup back for next year for Oklahoma State. Oh man, Duke's got a bunch of people here. Yeah, Duke and Kentucky and UNC. That's what I'm looking at. I see a lot of the top 30 from Duke, Kentucky, and UNC. I see a lot of blue in the front half. Man, Kentucky landed a bunch of recruits. Yep, BJ Boston here. So Kentucky is getting what ESPN calls number 6 with Boston, number 8 with Clark. Number 25 would ask you. Isaiah Jackson at 30. Lance Ware at 40. Cameron Fletcher at 58. They're getting a bunch of people in here. Wow. And then Duke's got a bunch too. Play-by-play football, baseball, and more putting out here. Texas Tech 80-79. Looks like he's got a video game going on, doing this game at the moment, which I'm guessing. Duke's got a bunch as well, right behind them. They got 14 with Walker, or 15 with Jalen Johnson. They've got now an 18 with Jeremy Roach, 23. DJ Stewart, 24 with Jamin Brakefield. They got 128, Mark Williams. With a bunch of recruits there in the top 30. Yeah, definitely, and USC should for sure be back next season. I wonder if Cole Anthony's going to stay another year. Some people think that he could possibly stay another year if he wants to, but he should probably go to the draft since his stock is pretty high right now. Bulls leading the Mavericks. Thanks so much for the update with that. Let's see that. So, yeah, Chicago leads the Mavs. Final 4 minutes. 103-94 is the score. Pacers up against the Spurs, 79-69. Jazz beat the Cavs. Knicks beat the Rockets. Whoa. Knicks won against the Rockets tonight, 125-123. James Harden dropping down 35, but RJ Barrett with 27 tonight. Tied his season high. Man, what a game for RJ. Memphis Grizzlies still in 8th place right now. Beat the Hawks tonight, 127-88. Massive win for, I don't know anymore, is Miami Heat. Got a massive win today. And Trailblazers, CJ McCollum. What a game by McCollum, 41 points. Trailblazers beat the Magic 131-07. Could schools be shut down? Well, Vaughn, there's already a school that's been shut down in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, St. Ray's Academy. They shut it down for a full week because one of the faculty members, he went on a trip to Italy, and then he came back to the building, and he's like an actively involved member in the faculty there at the school. So now they have to shut down the school for the whole week. It's pretty bad. I think coronavirus is the worst out of Washington and Oregon right now, but it's pretty bad in Rhode Island too. I guess there's like a lot of cases in Rhode Island, and there's one in New Hampshire. It's pretty bad. I don't think there's anything in Mass yet, but I heard there was one confirmed in Concord, New Hampshire, and then 2 confirmed in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Yeah, yes, the Tournament Challenge group is completely free. Oh, wow, and it's out there in Tampa, where Anna's out in Orlando. That's awesome. I went to Disney World a couple of times when I was part of the band. We went down and performed in Disney a couple of times. That was an absolute blast. And then one of my cousins actually works down in Orlando too. Well, the MLB postponed all their games for the first few weeks. I don't think so. Hopefully it's not the case. I'll say no to that. But yeah, just no international series. Like they started last year with Japan. Like those games out in Japan, I think it was like the Mariners who played out in Japan against the A's. They're not going to have that this year, I don't think. They had the London games last year. MLB International Games 2020. I'm going to see if there's anything. Big oof to that. Ooh. April 18, April 19, there's international games here out for like Padres, Diamondbacks. Where are these games? Mexico. Okay, Padres, Diamondbacks in Mexico, and then Cubs versus Cardinals out in the UK. So those are the international games. So it's not like it's being played in Japan like last year. Yeah, Mariners A's. That started like a week and a half before the entire tournament started. So how you join the tournament is, if you don't have one yet, sign up for an ESPN account. It has something in the right corner of ESPN that it allows you to log into. It has kind of like a circle. It's at the right corner of the ESPN, to the right of the magnifying glass, and then it allows you to log in and create an account, and then you can log in and join the group. As we get back for the second half in this one, I think it was a little bit difficult for me to do on the laptop, I guess. So I think I had to like search the group in order to do it or something like that, but I was able to do so because I actually didn't have anything that said like join group until I like actually searched the group. And I had to search behind the arc basketball in the search tab in order to do that. 19:20 left to go. Tie game at 30 as we get back for the second half. Baylor has it. Left baseline with the ball. They take a three by Mitchell up in the air off the side of the rim. No good. And we're going to have a rebounding foul. It's going to be on Texas Tech here. Stops the clock 47 or 47 seconds into this game right now. Yes, so after Selection Sunday, once all the matchups are set, the teams are available, and you can create a bracket. That's like a full countdown to that as well. Vaughn putting out NCAA tournaments. NCAA says the tournament could be played, but without fans of the games. Well, that's unfortunate for all the fans that paid tickets for all the games. That's unfortunate. You pay all that money for to buy your ticket and see your team play, and then that's what happens. Especially for like a team if there's a team that's going to be like the first chance in the tournament or so, like that's unfortunate that they have zero. Like nobody has any fans. Like no pep band, no nothing. It would be completely different. It would just be media and announcers. It would feel so weird. Mitchell takes the jumper deep too, rattled out, no good. Rebounded by Texas Tech. Kyler Edwards with the basketball. Has it now at the top of the key. Moves it over right wing here with Ramsey. Ramsey now swings it back to the left wing into the hands of Edwards. Edwards bounce pass left baseline back in her way. Low post puts it up. It's going to be a blocking foul by Baylor. Stops the clock with 18:35. Yeah, ESPN said that it was like back all the way back there to 11-9-19 when I took a look at it. First shot's up by Texas Tech. It's good at the free throw line by Kevin McCullough. It's a 1-point game. I'll take a look. I'll check to see the actual date of that, but it might have been December. Texas Tech hits that one. They were perfect 2 for 2 at the line. Yeah, it's the first one. So 18:20 left to go in the second half. We're going to have an inbound coming up. Ball got poked out of bounds. Now they pass it over to Mitchell. Mitchell now with the ball, top of the key. Dribble drive inside and moves it back outside here to the top for Baylor. Baylor dribbles back out now. Makes their move in low post, puts it up. Rolls around the rim, and it goes out. No good. Rebound Ramsey here. Ramsey with the ball past the half court. Moves it over left wing perimeter into the hands of Ramsey. Back over to Clark. Clark inside. Dribble drive. Puts it up and in. Right hand for 2. It's a 4-point game. Yeah, it says it's all the way back at 11-4-19. That's way early. 34-30 the scores. We got 17:35 left to go in this one. Baylor now with the ball. Baylor dribbles left wing perimeter, making their move inside, floats it up, hits the rim. Not a good shot selection. In there, Texas Tech ripped it away in the low post, but they stepped out of bounds with the ball at the baseline. So it's going to be Baylor basketball once again. So inbound coming up, Baylor with the ball. Hey, welcome in here, Cake on the channel. Thanks so much for stopping by here, Cake. Baylor has it, passes to the right corner, shot fake. And we get another foul picked up, this time by Avery Benson at Texas Tech. So stop and start here. Basically, 17-13 left to go, and we have another foul picked up by the Red Raiders. Foul number 2. The second half, Baylor gets the basketball. 4-point game now. Baylor has it. Dribbles. Right baseline. Deep 2 in the air. Floats out. No good. Tipped around to get the offensive rebound. Puts it up and in for 2. This is a good one so far. 3 minutes into the game of the second half. Texas Tech with the ball. Has it at the left wing. Chris Clark with it. Clark now dribbling left baseline. Looking to turn it inside on the bounce pass, but no, off the fingertips right there. Ramsey on the ground, fights for the basketball, and we get a foul. It's going to be by Baylor here, the foul is going to be. Stops the clock with 16:42. Oh, man. Davenham already checking back into the game here for Texas Tech. I feel like, yeah, Dede put it out in here a couple minutes ago. Yeah, I don't even know if Kentucky could play an away game without hearing boo. Which, I think it's a lot of regional stuff there. They should be fine if they get put in their own region. I think they should be fine. Yeah, they should be fine, hopefully, in the tournament. I mean, there's going to be some of the fans, but Kentucky fans travel incredibly well. Most dedicated fans in all of college basketball. As Baylor goes to the line here. First one, no good, hits the front rim. They're going to have, like, so many fans coming to their tournament games, I bet. Like, insane amount of fans. Second shot, no good, hit the front rim, went to the back. Did I see Najee Marshall's shot? I actually did not. Thanks so much for stopping on Dark Cardinals here on the channel. They have it now to the top. Wow, so looks like that guy must it's unfortunate. Unfortunate for prime time. Oof. Kentucky getting put in the West. Oof. That's a far travel then. Yes, Kentucky should be a 2 seed. Inbound coming up right now. Passing over to the right baseline. That would be terrible if they have no crowd. That would just take away the entire game. Like no feeling to it, basically. It's just the media and nobody cheering. It would feel so weird to watch basketball. When, like, somebody makes a shot, you hear 0 cheering. It feels so weird. Right baseline floater. It's up. No good. Ball rattled out. They get the offensive rebound. Baylor puts up the 3. Oh, they bury it. Top of the key. It's a 1-point game. Massive shot right there from behind the arc by Baylor. 15.5 left to go. They just got, Dayton's just got to keep on hoping for losses here by teams right above them. Hope for some losses right above them, and they can make it. Najee Marshall hit an insane 3 with like 4 seconds left. Oh, is that Georgetown yesterday? I think, yeah, I saw that then. It was on the, I was looking at the March Madness compilation video of like highlights from yesterday. It was insane. So that was the one that was insane. That's crazy. I saw Cassius Winston, his half-court shot to go into halftime against Michigan State. Somebody picked UNLV to upset San Diego State in the conference tournament. Well, that already happened like 2 weeks ago. UNLV, they already beat San Diego State. And did you see Andy Katz today? Andy Katz today put UNLV as the number 36 team and his power 36. They got a 17-14 record. They're gonna have to win it all. UNLV will have to win it all to make it into the tournament. Oh, yeah, indeed, Dede. Kentucky thrives off of away games and all the hate. Hey, welcome in here. Jack is back here again. Oh, that's so cool. Jack had to give a guitar lesson. Great student, learning fast. That's awesome. That's great. So, that's awesome that you give guitar lessons. That's really cool. I used to play drums growing up. I was thinking about doing like something like that because I'm really talented at drums, and I used to play used to read music growing up too, and things like that. I used to be a part of like music festivals. Like we used to have like it was right before all states. It was called districts. I almost made it to the all state rec. I was like 2 points away every single year from making it to the all state rec for Mass. But I did something called districts there for percussion that I was in. I used to play snare drum and timpani quite a bit, and then I minored in music back in college, actually. And my professor, one of them he was the old professor of, he used to teach at Kentucky, and then he went over to Tennessee, which is really funny. So he went from Kentucky over to Tennessee, and then over to my college, which I graduated 3 years ago, which was a D3 college in Massachusetts. Yep, he put UCLA at the 36 a few weeks ago, and look at him now. He puts UNLV now at the 36, possibly could, you never know, he could go out and win the entire Mountain West. Could the Kentucky Derby be canceled? We got all these popular sporting events, Vaughn. Like, can the Indy 500 be canceled too? It's like all these events that like people are crammed in together in their seats. Or so I don't know. Only time will tell. I think it's just a lot more concern than what it is. So it's a 1-point game. Baylor with the ball, and Texas Tech will commit the reach-in foul. Stops the clock with 14:58. This game's going by really slow. Second half's pretty slow right now. Texas Tech's committed 5 fouls here in the second half. Baylor once again with the basketball right back. Hey, thank you so much, Jack. I appreciate it. Right corner 3. Baylor buries it right down. Another triple from behind the arc. The barbershop choir is like part of it's like a New England district, but I guess it's an exhibition choir because I had done one before. We used to compete. We went up to, I think it was, we were supposed to go up to Burlington, Vermont that year, but we weren't able to compete. I guess it got shut down because one of the kids in the group did something stupid, and he was like he was the lead tenor in the group. 38-30, as Texas Tech takes the jumper, they hit it as well. So we're tied up 38-38 is the score right now. 14-10 left to go. But I'm glad I found this one because it was like 5-6 years after that other group, and it's in the same kind of like region that we do our thing. Baylor in the dribble drive inside. They just ran over a Texas Tech defender. That was Ramsey who just took the charge. So we got 14:08 left to go. This game's still tied up 38 even. Championship season already for sure. We're getting into championship week, almost there. We're back into this one. Baylor with the basketball off the inbound. Dribble drive inbound, puts it up and in off the glass. It's a 2-point Baylor lead. Here we go. Jared Butler's got 12 points. Texas Tech now with the ball. He dribbles at the left wing perimeter to Edwards. Edwards swings it back to Holyfield. Passes now. Back to the right wing to McCullough. McCullough with the ball. Swings it back out to the top of the key to Edwards. Kyler Edwards takes the deep two. Free throw circle jumper. No good off the mark. Snatched up on the rebound by the Bears. Baylor has it past half court. 13:30 left to go. Back in their way, low post for Baylor. They have it at the left corner with Thamba. Flo Thamba will hand this one off now to Jared Butler. Butler with a couple big buckets with 12 points so far for Baylor. As we're under 13:20 left remaining at the edge of the Baylor logo. Butler now makes his move. Oh, tried to bounce pass it over to Mayer. Missed his mark in the pass, though. Stolen in the key and gets going the other way. Texas Tech with the basketball. Moretti passes. Inside low post. Holyfield swings it back out, but is intercepted by Baylor. Here they go, numbers. 4 and 2. Fast break Baylor to the cup. Lays it up and in for 2 by Matthew Mayer. 42-38 now. Mayer with 7. 12:50 left remaining. And a good one. Texas Tech with it past half court. Moretti dribbles top of the key. Davide Moretti guarded by Butler. Swings it back over to the right wing here. Into the hands of Benson. Benson back over to Moretti. Swings it back out to the top here to McCullough. McCullough passes low post off the backdoor cut. Puts it up and that's a denial in the low post. It's number 33 for Baylor. It's Freddie Gillespie commits the foul. They're holding their own right here in this game, Jack. Holding their own right now in this one. 9 steals, though, by Baylor. 42-38. Doing well, though. Texas Tech going to shoot 2 at the free throw line. First shot's up. First shot's good. Let's see here. Ant feels like SEC tournament going to be easy unless Kentucky runs into them for Auburn in the SEC championship. Yeah, it feels like the other SEC teams, I feel like a lot of those SEC teams struggle defensively. There could be like one random team that pops up, but I don't really see it happening. South Carolina is a desperate team, though. South Carolina basically needs to win out to make it to the tournament. Left wing 3 off the mark, hits the front rim. No good. Rebound Texas Tech, which I don't see South Carolina happening at all. They're just so tough to get this year. 2-point game. Texas Tech has it. Dribble drive inside. Floats it up. Banks it up and in. It's Chris Clark. Gets it up and in. Ties it up at 42. With 11:50 left to go. This has been a great game here. Baylor with the ball past half court now. Mitchell moves it out now to Butler. Butler at the right wing with 11:40 remaining. Butler dribbles top of the key for the Baylor Bears. Moves it over to the left wing. Now over into the hands of Teague. Teague passes inside to Mayer. And we get a shot denied in the low post. It's over now to Freddie Gillespie is the one who gets fouled, and the Bears will go shoot 2 at the line. Yep, it all resets for sure in the round of 68. I bet you this season, yeah, round of 68, but actually, yes, cut to 64 because that's the actual like first round. It's just the play-in stuff like that. Whatever they have it this year, the 2 16s and then the 12 versus 12 or the 12 versus 11. Hey, welcome in here, Byron. Thanks so much for stopping by again. Could college football season be canceled? Only time will tell, Vaughn. Only time will tell here. Did I see the Bucks versus Heat game? I did not because I was calling this game and then the Duke game before that, where they beat NC State. But yeah, I saw that Miami crushed Milwaukee tonight. Wow, 2 seconds left to go. How about this score? Chicago Bulls leading the Dallas Mavericks 108-107 with 2 seconds left to go. Crazy game. A lot of close games. Spurs lead the Pacers 102-98. Yeah, Miami came out swinging for sure. Yep, they had Providence against URI when I looked at the bracket on Friday. I'm like, dude, they take on each other every single year, every single December. Providence versus URI. That would be so funny to see that matchup. But I was like, dude, CBS bracketologist for that day on Friday, they must have been some serious drugs doing that, because that would be sick if that actually happens. It would be sick to call that game, but it would be sad to see only one team move on from it. That's the only thing. But that would still be sick just to call that game. And right now, Providence is the hottest team, even though Rhode Island beat them by 14 back in December. These two teams have gone in complete opposite directions lately. If I were putting out Celtics and Heat or his picks to face the Bucks in the final, I would go with Celtics versus Bucks in the final. I think the Celtics have a great chance to give the Bucks a big run for their money, especially how Jason Tatum has been. Once they get back Kemba Walker, and then Marcus Smart moves back to the bench, if everybody's healthy there for the Celtics, they're going to be a tough out in the playoffs. It's just stopping Giannis, that's the thing. Yep, so yeah, 2 16s and then 1 11, 11, and then 1 12 and 12 play-in. That's what they have right now. It's kind of odd what they do with the play-in. Some of them they do an 11 versus 11 and a number 11, and they do like 2 11s that they do. Like 11 versus 11, and then on the other side 11 versus 11. Or they'll do an 11 versus 11, and then an 11 versus 12. It's weird. I think so, yeah. Right now it's 11 11, and then 12 12. I think last year, or maybe I remember one of the years, there was 4 12 seeds in it that they did for the play-in games for 2 games. So, both of the shots, by the way, missed free throws by Baylor at the free throw line. They're rough today. 4 for 10 at the free throw line. They get the offensive rebound, bounce pass inside, and tearing it down right there. Just complete dribble drive into the lane. He slammed it down for 2. Sindarius Thornwell, that rings a bell, man. Three-point shot, no good, off the mark by Texas Tech. Gets his own offensive rebound. They miss again. Hit the front rim to get a third offensive board. South Carolina. That's correct. So, yes, Sindarius Thornwell for South Carolina. That was a crazy season when they went all the way as like a 7 to the Final Four. Baylor takes a 3. This one, got it. Splash from the outside. It's a 5-point lead now by Baylor. Devontae Bandu hits it. Texas Tech with the basketball. Still got a while left to go. 10-20 left to go in this game right now. Ball into the hands of Clark. Hands it back over to Shannon. Now over to Edwards. Edwards at the right wing. Passes over. Ramsey lobs it over the top to Clark. Clark with the ball. And it's going to be a foul from behind by Baylor here. A lot of fouls going on. Texas Tech's committed 7 fouls. Baylor commits their 4th. Yep, Baylor not playing like a number 1 seed. This is basically Baylor all season long playing close games and able to win these games. Yes, Baylor's in Waco, Texas. So 10-13 left to go. Oh, Kemba's back tomorrow. Awesome. So Kemba back tomorrow against the Nets. That's going to give the Celtics a big boost for sure. Free throws coming up at the line. Texas Tech hits them. It's 47-44 now the score. Jamias Ramsey's got 13. 10 minutes. Here we go. Halfway through the second half finally. Baylor with the basketball top of the key. Mayer Hands this one off as the Bears dribble to the right wing perimeter right now. Baylor now with the basketball with Mayer. Dribbles back out, takes a deep three, right corner, not even close, hit the side of the backboard, rebound Texas Tech. Red Raiders with the ball right now, takes it past the half-court logo. Ramsey feeds it off into the hands of Clark. Clark swings it back over McCullough, takes the three. And we get a foul before the three-point shot was up in the air. It's going to be a Baylor foul. They commit their 5th now. So that was Masio Teague who picked up the foul away from the basketball. So ball goes back over to Texas Tech on the inbound. Red Raiders will pass it off. Passes this one as tip, but they get it back to the top of the key. Hand off here to Edwards. Edwards dribbles, swings it back over to Clark. Clark moves it over left wing to Ramsey. Ramsey dribble drive inside, got it stripped away from him, but gets it right back. Ramsey passes. Low post. They move with the ball, and that's going to be another foul by, this time by Mitchell of Baylor, who picks it up. So it stops the clock. 9:25 left to go. If you're a first-timer on the channel, don't forget to hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button as well, as I call it play-by-play here in Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Davian Mitchell picks up his 3rd, so he checks out of the game right now. Right baseline jumper. Off the inbound by Texas Tech. They miss it, and here goes Baylor pushing up the court. Butler has the basketball for the Bears. Dribbles on Ramsey. Right baseline. Floats it up. Gets blocked from behind. And Ramsey gets the basketball right back for Texas Tech. Bounce pass. Up the court right now. Clark going inside. Moves it over. Over to Holyfield. Swings it back out to the top here. Back over to Chris Clark around the perimeter. 8:55 left to go. Clark. Oh, nice pass. Left corner. Left corner dribble for Texas Tech. Moves it. Ball almost tip deflected. Inside. Low post. And Texas Tech loses control of the ball. Going the other way. Baylor now with the basketball. Mayer inside the key. Swings it back out to the top now. Texas Tech, TCU, Baylor. Texas A&M, that's a 3 ball off the mark. Stephen F. Austin, Sam Houston State. Texas Tech just took the 3. And Baylor commits the foul, going up for the rebound. Stephen F. Austin is out in Texas. Baylor going to the bonus at the free throw line. They missed it. Texas Tech with a rebound. Bears have the Texas Tech's got the basketball back. Baylor, rough night tonight, shooting the ball at the free throw line. 4 for 12. Texas Tech has it left wing perimeter. Yeah, that's like a who kinds of cares score, so that's still Division I for basketball as they lay it up and in. It's a 1-point game. Yep, that's TCU. So Texas Christian is TCU. Texas Christian University. Oh, SMU. That's right, SMU. SMU in Dallas. 47-46. Baylor with the ball. Bounce pass over to the right wing here. And they get it poked away. Stolen now by Texas Tech. Moretti has the basketball. Dribbles past half court. It's been a good game to call so far. It's been really slow. Yep, the Houston Cougars, that is right. Move it back over to the right wing. Shot fake. Dribble drive inside. Floats it up too high off the glass. Offensive rebound for a second, but Baylor able to steal it right back in the key. Bears right back with the ball now. 7:10 left to go. Baylor, dribble drive. Low post shot fake. Puts it up with the contact, and the shot won't go in, but they'll have 2 at the line. So 2 free throws coming up at the line when we get back to break. Hey, my man Uncle Pizzle, thank you so much, brother, for stopping by here. We got a dono hype here on the channel. Thank you so much, Uncle Pizzle, for your generosity. I greatly appreciate it. Uncle Pizzle is the man. Thank you so much for staying up here, checking in when you do have a chance on the stream. Awesome, awesome, my man. I gladly appreciate it for your generosity. I appreciate it, Byron. It's getting late here at night, so after this, this is it, everybody. Able to get through the doubleheader today. I do plan to do a doubleheader, as well tomorrow. This has been a different stream for me to do. I can't even see, like, a lot of the Baylor numbers in the jerseys. You can't even, like, see or anything. The only way you can call the Baylor, like, a lot of the names for the players for Baylor is just you have to be on the court to see it. Because I can't even tell, like, the numbers in the jerseys looking at them. Because the uniforms are, like, they're ugly uniforms that Baylor's wearing for this game. It's like gray with a, it's like gray with like lime green outline for the numbers and letters, and then it's like a light yellow. It's weird. Thank you so much, Uncle Pizzle, my man. I appreciate you. Had to set up a Google account. It was hectic. Took them three hours. Jeez, man. Sorry to hear that, bud. I appreciate the dedication. You are the man. You're awesome, Uncle Pizzle. We wanted to do this ages ago, but didn't know how. I appreciate my man, Uncle Pizzle. Uncle Pizzle, the man. Dedication out towards him. It's well past midnight where he is. Yep, could be worse. I could be looking at Vanderbilt's court. Yep, that is for sure. I could be looking at the court at Memphis, too. That blue court that Memphis has. Could be worse. Could be looking at that court at Boardwalk Hall or so that they have in Atlantic City. I've never been a fan of that court. They hosted, I think they're hosting, like, I don't know what conference tournament they're doing, but they are hosting a conference tournament there. But I think that place is like a banquet facility, Boardwalk Hall, and they turn it into like a basketball arena. I remember, like, I think 2009, 2010, 2011, I think they hosted the Atlantic 10 tournament there at Boardwalk Hall. And I remember they had to like cancel, I think it was the URI Dayton game. I think it was like 2010 or so, because the whole roof was flooding. They had to like delay it for like 2 hours or so. And it just put everything back for like tip-off time and everything. Like, it just ruined all like the TV schedule. Yeah, my man's got some dedication out here. Uncle Pizzle on the channel, 3:40 a.m. out in London. Gotta go to work in a couple hours. Like and subscribe, people puts out here. I appreciate it for the dedication, my man. Uncle Pizzle here on my channel. Thank you so much, bud. And enjoy your work day as well. So free throws go down by Baylor. It's a 2-point game. I mean, a 3-point game right now. 49-46, 7 minutes left to go. Dribble drive inside. Texas Tech puts it up. It's going to be a block out of bounds underneath the basket, so Texas Tech will unbound it here. Texas Tech will unbound. 7 minutes left remaining. Right corner three off the inbound. Oh, they got it. Got a tie game at 49. Texas Tech shooting 47% from the floor here in the second half. Baylor held a 39. What a big, big three by Kyler Edwards from the right corner. Tie game, 49 here. Baylor with the basketball at the right wing. Guarded by Moretti. Moretti picks up the reach in. Oh, it's going to be a fun time, Byron. Byron can't wait to fill out the bracket as well. Thoughts about the Zika virus I'm putting here? I mean, it's not as big as a problem as, like, the fears of Corona here, but that was more, like, down towards, like, that was bad in Africa. First shot, Baylor at the free throw line. Now in the bonus hits the first one. Oh, man. Jason was at the SEC tournament in Atlanta when the tornado hit in the downtown area. Oh, my gosh. That must have been terrible. Just to ever go through a tornado. Baylor hits the second free throw. Texas Tech with the basketball. Make sure, guys, wash with your hands indeed. Low post. Puts it up. Texas Tech puts it up, and it goes up and in off the backboard with contact. They're going to call it before the shot or what? They're going to call Freddie Gillespie on the foul. So it's going to be 2 at the line here by Texas Tech. So Kyler Edwards will go to the free throw line. Shoot 2 now for Texas Tech. Yep. Just make sure to pick with your heart, man, and there's so many different combinations. It's crazy. Like, this tournament's going to be absolutely crazy, no matter what happens. First shot good by Texas Tech at the line. They have a chance to tie it. They do. Both shots go down. They're a perfect 6 for 6 at the line. Baylor's getting wrecked right now by free throws. 8 for 15 at the line. Gotta hit your free throws if you want to win this game, and that's something Baylor hasn't been able to do tonight. They have it at the top of the key, dribbles towards the right wing for the Bears as we approach that 6-minute mark left remaining. Baylor with the basketball, passes back outside now. They got into the hands of Mitchell. Mitchell jacks up a 3, no good. A rebound by Clark at Texas Tech. Red Raiders with the basketball, and there's 6 left to go. Passes to the top here. Over to Edwards. Edwards now with the basketball, going to set up the offense. 5:45 left to go. Edwards moves towards the top of the key now. Towards the right wing he dribbles. Kyler Edwards, 10 on the shot clock. Bounce pass. Over to Chris Clark at the right elbow. Clark back in his way. Moves it. Low post. Oh, with a denial there. Baylor with a massive block. We got under 5.5 left to go. Here goes the Bears. Taking a 3 in transition. They got it. Draining it down right there. We got ourselves a ball game. It's going back and forth, back and forth. Masio Teague, 12 straight games with a made 3-point shot. Texas Tech's got it. Into the hands now of Clark. Clark at the right wing, passes over right corner. McCullough feeds it inside, low post. That one up and in off the backboard. Nice movement inside there to TJ Holyfield. Holyfield with 6. Baylor now back with the ball with under 5 remaining. This game's picking up here, folks. Baylor has it, handoff, dribbles towards the left wing, passes, left corner, open 3, in the air, Teague, missed, coming back in for his tip it all the way from the left baseline, missed it though off the backboard, rebound Texas Tech. 1-point game now, flings it out to the left wing, moves it over to the top of the key here to Edwards. 4.5 left remaining, 1-point game, Kyler Edwards for the Red Raiders with the basketball. Dribbles now towards the right elbow, Edwards. Still with the ball, working his way in the key, passes over free throw circle, pro hop, into the low post, puts it up, draws the contact, and there we go with a foul. Kevin McCullough will go to the line to shoot 2. Freddie Gillespie picks up his 4th. 4:22 left to go, and a 1-point lead by Baylor, but 2 at the line coming up by Texas Tech. I hope so, with Warren Buffett still ordering $1 billion for the perfect bracket. Yeah, don't touch your face. Make sure to keep on washing your hands like once every 15-20 minutes, most likely. Wash it more and more often, like every day. First shot's good at the line by Texas Tech. This game's tied up at 54. Second shot coming up at the line, and it's good. Rolls around the ring. And it goes through. So this game could come down to free throws, and Texas Tech is a perfect 8 for 8 at those. Baylor is 8 for 15. Handoff here by the Bears, dribbles towards their right. As we approach that 4-minute mark left to go. What a game. What a game to call today. Baylor, dribble drive, floats it up on the floater, too strong. Bodies colliding here, but Texas Tech able to get the basketball as they had 4 black jerseys in the key going up against 1 gray jersey. Texas Tech with under 4 minutes left to go. Chris Clark moves it out here to Moretti. Moretti, right baseline dribble. Swings it back over. A 3 ball in the air. Off the mark, no good by Holyfield. Defensive rebound by Baylor, but it gets tipped out of bounds. Last moment trying to save, and Texas Tech will get it back. .342 left to go. Indeed, you want to make sure, guys, wash your hands every 15 minutes. Especially if you're in high school, the teacher shouldn't have a problem with having you miss class every 15 minutes to go to the bathroom. Currently, we're just on break. If you're a first timer on the channel, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub here, and a great game tonight between these two teams. And this game could very well come down to free throws, and who's been able to hit free throws and who hasn't in today's game. And that has been the problem. Texas Tech is good from the floor here, 51% from the floor. We have 3:42, so 3 minutes and 42 seconds left to go. Hey, welcome in here, Cole here, back on the channel. Oh man, doing laundry, two of the classic chores that we have in life. Dishwashing and doing the laundry, the classic two chores. So 3 minutes, 42 seconds. We're on a TV timeout here in this game, and we'll get back to action after this break. Let's see what else we got. Baylor with two players in double-digit points. Jared Butler with 14, 13 by Devontae Bandu. And then the only player in double digits tonight for Texas Tech is Jamias Ramsey with 13 points. Yeah, Ant put it out. Why are Gillespie eyes like that? It looks creepy. Yeah, dude. It's, he's quite a character right there with those eyes on the screen. I just took a look at his ESPN profile. I was like, oh, geez. Stare me down in that one as well. Did I watch the closing ceremony of 2018 Winter Olympics? I don't think so, Vaughn. I don't think I did. Yep, taking out the trash. Good old taking out the trash as well. Classic chore right there. Oh my gosh. Went to pick up a friend's kid Jason had and had to go through a security background check and a pat down. Oh my goodness, and that was... Wow. Jeez. And that was back then. As we get back to action here, 55-54, under 4 minutes left to go. Texas Tech with the basketball, spin move. In the key, lobs it over the top here. Low post to Clark, and it's going to be a foul from behind by Baylor. They commit a foul with 3:34. Play-by-play football, baseball, and more puts out he is fast. Good to see your Usain Bolt speed someday. Just to pick up a kid from high school. And all that stuff, a pat down at the school. Wow. So it's actually TJ Holyfield. He was the one who got fouled from behind. So Holyfield here in the 1-and-1 bonus, and he missed it. First missed free throw tonight by Texas Tech. Rebound Baylor, 3.5 left to go. Indeed, it's a crazy world here, guys. They have a top of the key. Mitchell hands this one off to Butler. Butler, dribble drive now. Almost lost control of it. It's on the ground with a basketball. It's in the key. What are they going to call it? They're going to call it tie-up? Yeah, tie-up Baylor basketball. 3:20 left to go. Baylor will get the ball back here on the tie-up. No Tokyo 2020. Fun put in here. We still got a while. Still got a while for Tokyo 2020. 3:20 left to go with this one. Baylor get the inbound and a 1-point Texas Tech lead. I believe so. I believe I'll be calling Duke and UNC on Saturday night. So I do believe I'll be there, most likely. Baylor dribble drive into the lane and a foul call before that by Kevin McCullough in the reach-in. Yep, Super Tuesday is tomorrow. Ryan's putting here. So Texas Tech commits the foul. Baylor in the double bonus, so Jared Butler will shoot 2 now at the line. He's a perfect 2 for 2 tonight for Baylor. First shot here by Jared Butler. It's up and no good. Hit the back iron. They are just getting crushed tonight on the free throws. 8 for 16, 50%. That is at the line. Every single point matters. Second shot. They got it. Butler ties it up at 55. 40-yard dash here by play-by-play football baseball more, and his time was 4.23 for his 40-yard dash. Texas Tech with the ball. This is pretty good, man. They have it now at the left wing. Dribble drive, left baseline. Texas Tech back to it, puts it up. No good. Too strong off the glass. Ball tipped around. He's going to be out, though. It's going to be out of bounds by Baylor, so Texas Tech gets it right back in. So right back in. Yeah, no problem. No problem. We'll just keep it to that as long as it doesn't go for much other stuff. Tie game 55. Texas Tech with the ball. Under 3 minutes left remaining. Good one here tonight. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub. Davide Moretti dribbles now. Right baseline. Deep 2. It's up. It's good. The Italian Stallion hits it for Texas Tech. They're out in front here by 2. Moretti, 6 points in the second half. He's got 11 total. Baylor now with the ball. 2:25 left to go in the great one tonight. Bears dribble drive, splits the double team, and they lay it up and in off the backboard. Will account here. You're going to say that he was fouled before. So fouled before the layup. So it's going to be 1-1 at the free throw line. So they will take away the bucket. So Baylor will go shoot 2 now. Actually, they're in the double bonus at the line. So shooting 2 now for Baylor. First shot's up. First shot good at the free throw line. 1-point game. Devontae Bandu, second shot coming up by the Bears. And it's up. It's good. Tie game 57 here, folks. 2:20 left to go. A good one right now. Texas Tech with the basketball. Dribbles past the half-court logo. My man Byron from Montreal. Awesome, awesome, man. We got people from all over, which is incredible. Texas Tech. Red Raiders have it. Avery Benson at the left wing over to Moretti. Moretti now. Dribbles top of the key. Swings it back over to Ramsey. Ramsey back over to Moretti. Moretti now. Dribble drive. Inside. Nice pass. Right corner 3. In the air. Texas Tech's got it. Kevin McCullough draining down the triple. They got a 60 spot on the board against Baylor. 1:50 left to go. Bears in trouble, down by 3. They need a big 3 to tie it up here. They have it at the right wing with Thamba. Flo Thamba takes the 3 up. Oh, he gets it. Splash. Tied up at 67. It's tied up at 60 here. 60 to 57's gone 60 all. 3 ball up in the air. 1:37 left to go in a good one. Incredible game here, folks. Baylor's been answering tonight with a 3 ball. What a game. Devontae Bandu's having a great game as well. He's got 18 points tonight for Baylor. 15 by Butler. It's been an awesome game to call here tonight. Back and forth as far as the point total. It's kind of dragged a little bit for this type of game, but it's been a good one. Indeed, what a game here. Going into 60 even. Timeout taken on the court. 1:37 left to go. So let's see here. Davide Moretti, 11 points. Had a big shot a couple moments ago. 13 by Jamias Ramsey. 11 by Kevin McCullough. Got almost 30 people here on the channel. So make sure to keep on hitting the thumbs up. Hit the like. Hit the sub if you guys enjoy what I do, as I call play-by-play here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Yeah, play-by-play football, baseball, more. You'd be fast enough to play in the NFL there with that time that you have for your 4.30 speed. Why is NBC is showing the Olympics into the intro during commercials when it aren't going to happen? Vaughn's put in here. Well, they're just pouring a bunch of money into the Olympics to promote it already back right now. So that's what they're basically doing. If you can do that, I can't show the game because of copyright. YouTube will take it down. That's why. So that's why it says no copyright will be shown play-by-play only. So if you guys would like what I do, I call play-by-play of basketball, college basketball, March Madness tournament, NBA. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play. Yes, I do plan on doing the Kentucky game tomorrow, Austin, Cedal. So I do plan on doing a doubleheader tomorrow for you guys. I think Michigan State, Penn State's the first one at 7, and then after that I'll join it in progress, Kentucky versus Tennessee for the next one. And Jason, of course, seconds that motion. So welcome to the channel here, Austin Cedal. Thanks so much for stopping by here. I called one game before this already, the Duke UNC game. Duke clobbered UNC in the second half. So we're just in a TV timeout, everyone. Let me know down in the chat below. We got over 30 people watching. If you're a Baylor fan, if you're a Texas Tech fan, let me know down in the chat below who you root for. If you're a fan of another college team, if you're new here, let me know as well. Play-by-play football, baseball, more. Did a football game at school. Got a 98-yard run as a quarterback. That's great, man. Must have ran the triple option super duper well for you. Beijing hosting the 2022 Winter Olympics. Well, that time will come in 2 years, Vaughn, and we'll check in and see how we're doing during that time or so as far as what health crisis concerns we got going around the globe by that time. All right, a minute 37 left to go here. Dylan's got his money on Baylor for this one. An incredible game between these two teams. Thanks so much, Dylan Beagle, for stopping by the channel. 1:37 left to go. This game is at Baylor, by the way. Hey, welcome to the channel, Jordan Eller. Thanks so much. As he is new on the channel, Stan Marsh putting out needs Texas Tech in this one for an over/under total of 129.5 between these two for two teams. Gavin liking Texas Tech. Welcome, guys, to the stream here. Make sure to keep on smashing the thumbs up if you guys are new. I call play-by-play basketball action here on the channel. Texas Tech just coughed up the inbound. Baylor with the basketball off the steal. 1:20 left to go. Jumper in the key. Hits the front rim. No good. Rebound by Moretti at Texas Tech. Davide Moretti puts into the hands of Chris Clark. A minute 15 left to go. Red Raiders basketball. Tie game up at 60. Texas Tech with the ball. They have it top of the key into the hands of Clark. Dribbles towards his right. Chris Clark passes over now to Moretti. Moretti with the basketball with 1 minute left to play here. Texas Tech ball. Moretti, dribble drive. Inside, right baseline. Swings it back to the left corner. Tip deflected and stolen by Baylor. 52 seconds left to go. Baylor basketball. 50 seconds left to go on the play clock. 25-second differential shot clock and game clock right now. That is turnover number 18 tonight for Texas Tech. Baylor's had 8 turnovers. Both of the teams in the double bonus. Baylor with the ball, 40 seconds. Dribble drive, right baseline. Floats in, they turn it over out of bounds. Bad pass to the left corner by Baylor, and it goes out of bounds. Texas Tech should be getting back the ball here. 36 seconds left to go as we get a timeout taken. They're going to take a look at the review board as well. I don't think that was tipped. Ooh, was it? Ooh, Davide Moretti, his hands was close. Was it off Davide's fingertips? I couldn't see that. Baylor thought it was off Davide's fingertips. This is going to be a official review right now, everybody. To see if his first initial call was out of bounds by Baylor. But they're taking a look at the review board right now for the refs to see if Moretti actually tipped it out of bounds. Let's see. I'm going to take a look at this replay. I can't really see from that angle right there. As they were using kind of like a diagonal angle. Make sure to hit that thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub if you guys are new to the channel. I call play-by-play NBA college basketball games, March Madness here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. 36 seconds left to go, everybody. An incredible game here tonight. I already called one. It was a blowout. Duke absolutely blew out North Carolina State in the first one today. This is getting to be like Rocket Celtics all over on a Saturday night, which was insane. Hey, welcome in, my man, Techie800 once again here. Thanks so much for stopping by. I feel for you, man. This is a huge game for Texas Tech because they're right now in the bubble. They have gone backwards. If they do lose this game, this will be their 3rd in a row. This will be a crusher for Texas Tech, man. So I feel you. I feel you. Texas Tech is in kind of towards that grouping of their... kind of towards the USC grouping as being the final teams into the bracket as of right now. They are ahead of these teams, North Carolina State, Rhode Island, Richmond, Mississippi State. Those are the first 4 outs. Hey, welcome in there, Stanzy. Thanks so much for stopping by. We got 36 seconds left to go. They're just taking a look at right now in the review here if it was out of bounds. Initial call was out of bounds by Baylor. They're taking a look at it. This is a long time for this to be reviewed, everybody. As we're already past 11 o'clock in my time zone right now. Hey, welcome to the channel, Lucky D Gaming. Thanks so much for stopping by here. It's been a sloppy game as far as the free throws tonight by Baylor. If Baylor does lose this game, this would cost them. The free throws it's been terrible at the line tonight by Baylor. Texas Tech with the ball, so Texas Tech will get it back. It was out of bounds by Baylor, so Texas Tech with it. 5-second differential, shot clock and game clock. Shot clock down to 25, game clock down to 30. Texas Tech with the basketball here. They have it now in their front court. Into the hands of Moretti. Moretti now with 16 on the shot clock. Tie game at 60, folks. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, Moretti. Bounce pass over to the best player on the court tonight for Ramsey. Ramsey, the leading scorer, top of the key. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, dribble drive, inside. Oh! Got the basketball back, almost lost it, passed it. Floated up into the key. It's going to be a shot clock violation with 5 seconds left to go by Texas Tech. They turned it over on a shot clock violation. Ramsey tried to dribble drive into the key, and Baylor swarmed to the ball. They were there, almost lost it, passed it back outside, and they had to float up a shot with Edwards, and there was an air ball as the shot clock expired. So Baylor will get it back, 5 seconds left to go. Not even close by Edwards either. Baylor will inbound. They're going to put back a little bit more time. 6.1 on the clock. 6.1 on the clock. Texas Tech has all 3 timeouts left. Baylor with 2. They're not going to take any. Baylor with the basketball. 5 seconds. Inbounds here. 4, 3. Dribbles. Inside 2. Floats it up. It's blocked. With a second, was there a foul? The clock stops with 1 second left to go. There's going to be a foul on the court. And a timeout taken here on the court by Chris Beard as well. Gonna check here the review board so we make sure this is correct for you guys. Big call happened on the court here. So it was Davian Mitchell. Davian Mitchell was the one who turned it over. So Texas Tech will get back the basketball with a second remaining after the timeout. So 1 second left to go. It's going to be Texas Tech ball. Make sure, guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub. So Baylor on the dribble drive right there to the basket. They just lost control of it. It's going to be Texas Tech ball here with 1 second left to go. Crazy game. Crazy game. Looking like this one could go into overtime unless a buzzer beater. 1 second left to go. Texas Tech will inbound it. Chris Clark will be the inbound passer here, folks. And Chris Beard's going to call another timeout. Yeah, 2 left to go. Actually, Scott Drew's going to call this one. So Baylor's going to call this one. So Baylor with 1 timeout left remaining. Texas Tech still with 2 left to go. Yeah, looks like overtime most likely. 1 second left remaining. Barring a miracle right now for Texas Tech. As they're going to get the inbound right after this timeout. They still got 2 timeouts. So we're just awaiting here. Tied up at 60 here, folks. Thank you guys so much for dropping by the channel here, by the way, tonight. I call play-by-play basketball, college basketball, NBA, March Madness. I'm Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Texas Tech inbounds. Passes. They're going to go for the half-court heave. It's an air ball, and we go into overtime, everybody. Overtime for this one. Ooh, so tied up at 60 here, folks, for overtime, and we had just went into overtime on Saturday. So here we go again, everybody. Welcome to the stream. A little bit of bonus work here today for everybody out on the East Coast where I'm streaming from, by the way. Let's see here. Give you guys some totals, by the way, for this one. 13 points by Jamias Ramsey, 11 by Kevin McCullough, 11 by Davide Moretti right now for Baylor. Leading scorer, Devontae Bandu, has got 18 so far, 15 by Jared Butler, as we go into overtime right now in this game. High blood pressure continues for Techie here, puts it on the channel. I'll update you guys with who gets this ball right back, as Texas Tech did take the last shot, and there was an air ball at the horn just a moment ago. The shot heard around the world there. Shot heard around the world right before halftime of that Michigan State game against Maryland on Saturday. Cassius Winston just drilled down a half-court buzzer beater. Make sure, guys, if you enjoy what I do on the content here, I call play-by-play of college basketball, March Madness tournament, NBA. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play on the channel. 5 minutes of overtime. I'll let you guys know once we gut it up who will get the ball here first in this overtime session. So we're going to go to a tip-off right now at half court between these two teams. So it looks like Baylor will go right to left here in the OT session. Texas Tech will go left to right. This ball gets tipped off, and Texas Tech gets it. So Red Raiders get the tip here. Through the first 5 seconds now. Ramsey with the basketball for Texas Tech. Dribbles left wing now. Makes his move inside for Ramsey. Mid-range jumper. No good off the front rim. Rebound Baylor. Bears now with the basketball. 4:40 left to go in overtime. Baylor first possession. They have it at the right wing into the hands of Mitchell. Mitchell now over to inside. Dribble drive. They put it up and in right there. Baylor for 2. With Davian Mitchell to the hole. He's got 9 through the first 30 seconds here of overtime. Texas Tech with the basketball. 4:25 left to go in OT. Ramsey's got it. Left wing perimeter. Passes to the top. Moves it over to the right wing. Into the hands of Edwards. Edwards passes back over here. Moretti. Moretti with the ball with 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock. 4:12 left to go. Takes the 3. It's up. No good. Moretti misses the 3. They get the offensive rebound. Clark with the ball now. Backing his way. Low post. Clark bounce pass. Low post. Holyfield banks it up and in. This game is tied up. Once again, 62 apiece here. A good one tonight here, folks. Baylor now with the ball. Second possession for the Bears. 1 minute through OT. If you're new here, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play. Davian Mitchell dribbles around the perimeter. Hands this one off now. Top of the key for Baylor. Bandu moves it now over to the left wing. Over to Clark. Baylor with the basketball. Left wing here. 5 on the shot clock. Dribble drive. Inside left hand. Couldn't finish at the rim. Clark gets the basketball and we get a foul. From behind. It's going to stop the clock now with 3:28. It's going to be a Baylor foul right from behind. It's going to be assessed on 33 of Baylor here. Gillespie. Say Gillespie. Yeah, it's going to be Gillespie, the one who's assessed with it. 3:28 left to go in OT. Yeah, it was Gillespie going up for the rebound with Chris Clark. So Clark was the one who got the rebounds, and what a game here. Intense game here, guys. Thank you so much, Julian, for stopping by here on the channel, my man. I appreciate it, bud. 1 second here. They went to the review board. They're going to say it was on Clark. I thought it was on Gillespie. They're going to have free throws coming up. First shot by Baylor then. Baylor, up and good. It hits it. So first shot good by Baylor at the line. Second shot's up and good. Looked like it was the opposite way around her. So 64-62 now. Texas Tech with the basketball. Right back over to Moretti. Moretti past half court. Moves it over to the top now with Clark. Clark spin move. Inside low post. Shot fake. Oh, nice feed, but they get fouled, and that's going to be 2 at the line. So Texas Tech to shoot 2 now by Holyfield. Holyfield to go to the free throw line. 3:14 left to go in overtime. 64-62 now. Incredible game between these two teams here tonight. So 2 shots coming up by Texas Tech. TJ Holyfield 2 for 3 at the free throw line right now. First shot's up. No good. Missed it. Holyfield missed the free throw at the line, the first one. Second shot coming up by Holyfield at Texas Tech here. 3:14 left to go in OT. Texas Tech has missed 2 as a team. They're 8 for 10 at the line in this one. Yeah, it looked like on the replay. I thought so too. Because he clearly came up with a rebound. That one's up and that one's good. So 1 out of 2 on that trip at the line. Baylor back with the ball. Yeah, this college game ain't over yet. Welcome in my man Arku on the channel right now. 3 minutes left to go in overtime. Baylor with the ball. They lead by 1. They have it now. Top of the key with the basketball for the Bears. Dribbles into the left wing. Puts it out to Bandu. Bandu passes over to Mitchell. Mitchell now with the basketball. Dribbles towards the right wing. Swings it back out top of the key. Baylor has it. Makes their move inside. Floats it up. Banks it up and then off the backboard with a left hand. 2 more by Baylor in this one. They lead by 3. Masio Teague with 11. Texas Tech with the ball right back. Hey, what is good? The Hudders, thanks so much for stopping by. 2:35 left to go in overtime. Texas Tech moves it out. Right wing here to Ramsey. Ramsey at the free throw circle. Floats up the shot, mid-range, up and off the back iron, no good. Rebound, huge rebound right there for Baylor by Gillespie. Bears have it, 2:20 left to go in OT. 66 now for Baylor. 63 for Texas Tech. Baylor with the basketball. Hey, welcome in here. George, thanks so much for stopping by. Kevin, we got 2 minutes, 10 seconds left to go. Baylor has a right wing perimeter. Ball gets tapped out of bounds, and it's going to be out of bounds. I think it's going to be out of bounds by Baylor. We're going to check here just a moment what the official call is. Got a lot of calls on the court here. Past couple minutes has been reversed. Just going to double check for the moment. It's 2:08 left to go in overtime. And yep, it was out of bounds by Baylor. Masio Teague was dribbling at the very edge of the corner perimeter. Got tipped out of bounds and lost control of it by Teague. So Texas Tech will get back to inbound. Moretti will be the inbound passer. Passes in the backcourt here to Edwards. So we approach that 2-minute mark left to go. Texas Tech with the basketball. If you guys are new, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub. They got a left wing perimeter. Passes back over top of the key here to Shannon. We're under 2 minutes left to go here. 1:52 left to go on the clock. Bounce pass. Clark has it. Left baseline. Chris Clark swings it back over. Oh, nice pass and feed. Jumper. Got it for the mid-range. McCullough gets it for 2. It's a 1-point game. Timeout on the court right now at Chris Beard. 1:43 left to go in OT. What a game indeed, my man, Little Man No Sports. Welcome, guys, to the channel here. George Gilman, thanks so much for stopping by here. Welcome, welcome, welcome here. Big shot for Techie 800 squad right there for Texas Tech. Nice pass. Clark on the assist over to McCullough. Right at that Big 12 logo right there for the mid-range jumper. And the key goes down for 2. And it's a 1-point game with 1:43 left to go. Make sure to hit that like button if you guys enjoy what I do. Hit the subscribe button as well, as I call play-by-play basketball here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Welcome, welcome, welcome all on the stream tonight. If Baylor loses this game, it's going to be a killer of a game for them for free throws. They're going to look at that, and they're going to look about the free throws, and that is why, if they do lose this game, they're going to take a look back at the free throws. That is the reason why this game has been really close tonight. Baylor is 13 for 21 at the free throw line. Texas Tech is 9 for 11 right now. So total difference between 82% and 62%, 20% difference at the free throw line in this game. Hey, thank you so much, Byron. I appreciate my man for stopping by the channel. You guys are awesome here. Make sure, smash the thumbs up, hit the sub here. Let's get me to 1.3K here on the channel, everybody. Guys are awesome. Just hit 1,000 a couple weeks ago. Doing this very late at night, by the way, for you guys. I'm from Massachusetts here. Have to get up for work tomorrow morning. Get up early, but it's already 11, it's almost 11:20 where I am out in Massachusetts right now. So, glad to stream this out for you guys today to provide an outlet. So, Baylor is up by 1 point right now, 66-65 with 1:43 left to go. 1:43 on the clock as they break after timeout. Here we go. We're going to get back into this game. Both of these teams have 2 timeouts left to go, both in the double bonus. Texas Tech with 2 timeouts, Baylor with 2 timeouts as well. Massive, massive game more for, actually for both of these teams. For Baylor to keep their number 1 seed line, and also for Texas Tech as they are floating around the bubble, projected to be at around a 10 seed right now. If they do lose this game, it could hurt going into the tournament, depending on the next one as well. They get Kansas right after this. as well. Talk about a quality victory. This would basically be a seal for Texas Tech to get into the tournament. Baylor gets back to basketball. Here we have it, 1:30 left to go right now. Baylor with the ball. Ooh, it's on the ground. They lost control of it. What's the call going to be, though? Is it going to be tie of possession? It's going to be a timeout by Baylor. They had lost control of the ball. They were able to get it just back in time and dive on the basketball and call a timeout. They're lucky. 1:30 left to go, so one timeout left to go for Baylor. This game is dragged on forever. They had it top of the key, lost control of it, and they were able to call a timeout somehow before Texas Tech got to the basketball. That looked close to being a steal. 1:30 left to go. I work at a radio station, by the way. I work as a production director doing commercial production, music production, and for commercial spots and stuff like that. Voiceover work at a radio station. Every weekday, 8:30 to 5. Thank you all so much for dropping by here on the channel. I appreciate it all. Don't forget, make sure to keep on smashing the thumbs up. Hit the like, hit the sub as I call play-by-play basketball here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Do I think the USA has a good healthcare system? Yeah, man. Of course, Vaughn, but we're talking about sports right now, Vaughn. Okay, here we go. Baylor back with the ball on the inbound, 1:25 left to go. They have it at the left elbow. Makes dribble to the right wing now. They pass it back out. Moves it over to the top of the key for Baylor. Shot fake, clears some space, takes a three. Up in the air, they got it. Baylor with a massive three-point shot. They lead by 4, 69-65. Masio Teague with 14, his second three ball of the game. Texas Tech's got it. We approach 1 minute left to go. Red Raiders pass it over to Clark. Clark dribbles now at the right elbow. Swings it back out. Three ball. Up in the air. No good off the mark. Tipped around in the key. Who has got it? Ball tipped out of bounds. Crucial call here. And it's going to be out of bounds by Baylor. So Texas Tech will get it right back with 52 seconds left remaining. Or are they going to go right to the monitor and see? The refs might go to the monitor and see initial call was out of bounds by Baylor here. That was a massive three-point shot by Masio Teague. Masio Teague with a massive three-point shot by Baylor. That's why they're up by 4 right now at the moment. They're going back to the monitor again. So the initial call in the court, once again, we've had this problem in the last end of the second half. Once again, this game is dragging out so long, but they're going back to the monitor, seeing who the ball was last tipped out of bounds on at the baseline. Oh, there's so many hands there. Ooh, that's close. That is so close. It looks like it's out of bounds by Chris Clark. It's close. Might have been all. It's between Clark and Gillespie, right at the baseline. That is too close. If they could slow it down, I could tell you more. Going fast in the replay, which doesn't help. So we got 52 seconds left to go. Big call coming up here, depending on where the refs take this one right after the replay. Okay, so this will be Texas Tech basketball. So it was out of bounds by Gillespie. So it'll be Texas Tech basketball here with 52 seconds left to go. 69-65. Baylor up by 4. And Texas Tech will inbound it in their front court. 52 seconds left to go. They inbound it. Moretti passes left corner. Three ball in the air. Texas Tech. Oh, they get it. Left corner three. It's a 1-point game. 69-68. Kyler Edwards. He's got 8. Baylor with the basketball. 42 seconds left to go. Dribbles past the half-court logo. I'm actually neither a fan of these two teams. I'm from Massachusetts. I'm a fan of Providence and Rhode Island for college basketball, but I stream all different types of games here. 28 seconds left to go here in overtime. Baylor now with the ball at the top of the key. They got 8 on the shot clock. 23 left to go in the game clock. They have it at the left wing. Chris Clark now guarding Bandu. Passes left baseline. Off the mark. No good by Baylor. Rebound Texas Tech. 15 seconds left to go. They push it up the court. Oh, it gets intercepted on the pass in the key by Baylor. McCullough wants a foul. They won't get one. And Baylor picks off the pass with 11.6 left to go. And we're going to have a foul. Gonna have a foul on it right here. This is a big, big call. It's gonna be from behind by McCullough, I think. Yeah, clear interception by Baylor in the key. So 11 seconds left to go here. That's a crusher for Texas Tech. Chris Clark had Kevin McCullough wide open, just underthrew the pass, and Baylor intercepted it, and McCullough committed the foul with 11.6 seconds left to go. So Baylor will go to the free throw line and shoot free throws. Chris Beard takes a timeout first for Texas Tech. This game has been stop and start for a long time right now. So they talk it over right now at the timeout. 11.6 left to go. Of course, Baylor's been struggling a lot, especially at the free throw line in this game. So anything is possible, especially how Baylor shot the ball here at the charity stripe tonight. 13 for 21 at the free throw line. So Texas Tech, in my opinion, Texas Tech does have a chance, especially what's going on with Baylor at the free throw line in this game. 13 for 21 at the line. Baylor up by 1. They're going to shoot 2 now, coming up in the double bonus with 11.6 seconds left remaining here. If you guys enjoyed the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub as I call play-by-play action here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. It's going to be Jared Butler, though. He's 77% at the line. He's 3 for 4 tonight at the free throw line. Shooting in the double bonus for 2. It's Jared Butler of Baylor. So here goes Butler's first shot. It's up, and he nails it. 70-68, Baylor by 2. Second shot coming up here at the free throw line by Butler. Butler, shot number 2 at the line. He's got it. Texas Tech will need a 3 here. 11.6 left to go. 1 timeout left to go as well for Texas Tech if they do use it. Inbound. Over now to Clark. Hands it off Moretti. 5 seconds. Moretti takes the 3. Air ball, no good, and tipped up in the air, and it gets rebounded by Baylor, and Texas Tech commits the foul with 1.3 left to go, and it looks like it's going to be Baylor's win here, but Chris Beard wanted a foul so bad right there. Moretti took the 3. Looked like there were a ton of contact, and the refs did not call a foul. Chris Beard can't believe it. Oh, did he get the timeout off? Oh my goodness, they got the timeout. Let's see here, this whole sequence. Moretti, as I'm looking at the replay, yeah, ton of contact. No foul. Chris Clark was the one who actually came up with a rebound, and they took a timeout with 1.3. From that angle, looked like Baylor had the chance to get the basketball. It was actually Chris Clark who came up with it on the offensive air ball right there. So Texas Tech's going to have a chance here to inbound it. 1.3 left to go. So 1.3 left to go. I thought it was just a moment ago. They're going back to another review. They're going back to another review here. That looks so close to Baylor picking that one off on the air ball. It's simultaneous. It's between Gillespie and Clark for that basketball. There's been multiple calls tonight that's been like, could go either way. It's crazy. This is the 3rd time within the past 15 minutes we've gone to the review board. Crazy, crazy. So it's not over yet here. This is huge. Huge if Texas Tech will be able to get the inbound here. So they're going to the monitor to see who will get back the basketball. $1.3 left to go. So we're going to clear up for all you guys once we have the official word here, as I'm looking at the TV and trying to get what's going on right now. 71-68, Baylor up. 1.3 seconds remaining. And they're going to say it's Baylor basketball. They said that Baylor would get possession of it. Baylor inbounds, and that is the game. I don't understand that. It looked clearly like Chris Clark was more in possession of the basketball. So this game is over here. Final in overtime. So they went back to the monitor and they switched the call. That is a killer there. Gave Texas Tech zero chance of winning, and that is it. So Baylor has done it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for stopping by here on the stream. Man, I would have loved it to be down to the final possession, though, because I love to call, like, the final shot for everybody. That's just an unfortunate way to end it here. Like, that's just a sad way to end this game here. Big, big oof right there. For the refs to reverse the call like that. Wow. Wow. So that is it here, everybody. Thank you guys so much for stopping by here. And it came basically down to the possession arrow, which they switched on the monitor. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. That is unfortunate, though. That is a killer for Texas Tech. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you guys enjoyed what I did on the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up before I sign off here. Hit the subscribe button as well. I can't even remember. When was the last time I called a game that had, like, 3 in-game reviews when in, like, a 15-minute span of each other? Like crazy. Like I don't think so. But yeah, that was just disappointing. I was looking forward to like calling a final shot there. That'd be crazy if it went into double overtime. But thank you all so much for stopping by here. I appreciate it. Gonna sign off here on the channel since it's getting late. Over on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. I should be back tomorrow for some more play-by-play. I think it's Michigan State, Penn State at 7. And then Kentucky versus Tennessee after that one. I'll join in progress like I did with this one. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your night, everybody, as this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube.